Welcome to this video on subject searching in the Cochrane database. Subject searching is also known as MeSH searching in this database. If MeSH searching is unfamiliar to you, you may want to look at the information on the Manchester Met Library Systematic Reviews Guide first. To construct an advanced search in Cochrane using MeSH terms, first select the Advanced Search option at the top right hand corner of the page. This will take you to an area of the website which allows you to build a search using MeSH terms and keywords. Select Search Manager from the tabs. To add a MeSH term to your search in Cochrane, to the right hand side of the search box you will see a button that says MeSH. Select this to open a form that allows you to search for MeSH terms and, if needed, add any subheadings to the MeSH term. In this case, we're going to search for diabetes mellitus. As you are typing, it will come up with options in the drop-down menu below. Once you see your required MeSH term, you can select that from the drop-down menu. If you need to, you can do the same with the subheadings if you need to apply one to your MeSH term. In this case, we're going to apply diet therapy to our MeSH term diabetes mellitus. And then we can click Look Up. Here we are given various information about the MeSH term that we've selected. It starts with a definition, which means you can check you have the correct MeSH term, and also gives options of other terms that may be useful. In the middle row here, it shows us where diabetes mellitus sits within the hierarchy. So we can see diabetes mellitus here, with all the narrower terms that sit underneath it, and all the wider terms that sit above it. It also gives us options about what we want it to do with our MeSH term. So we can choose to explode all trees, meaning it will search for diabetes mellitus and all the narrower terms that are sitting underneath it. Alternatively, we can choose to select single MeSH term and it will only search for diabetes mellitus. We can also choose specific trees within the hierarchy to explode. In this case, we're going to leave it at explode all trees, and then we can click Add Edit Search Line. We can see it's now added our MeSH term to our first line of search, along with our subheading, Diet Therapy Applied. At the very right hand side, we see a box with a number in it, which tells us how many results it's found on Cochrane with that MeSH term found within it, along with the subheading. We can now add a second row of search, so we could either add another MeSH term or we could add a keyword to our search. In this case, we're going to add the keyword lifestyle and press continue. On the right hand side, again, we'll get a box with a number in it, which will show how many results are found with the word lifestyle in it. But at the moment, our first line of search and our second line of search are not connected. In order to include all of our terms within the search, so both the MeSH term and our keyword lifestyle, we can type in our third row of search #1 and #2, meaning we want to combine line 1 of our search and line 2, and then click Continue. This will combine the two rows of search terms to look for any results that contain all of them, and will show us how many results have been found with all of our keywords and MeSH terms present. In this case, there are 85. If we click on that box, it will then show us these results and we can start to have a look through them. So here are the results from our search, and we can narrow our search down further by applying any relevant refiners. So you can narrow down things like date range and language, for example. Along the top, it will tell you the kind of information it's been finding. So there are 5 reviews and 80 trials coming back with our search terms. So that's the essentials of using MeSH searching in Cochrane. To find out more about MeSH searching, visit the Systematic Reviews Guide on the Manchester Met Library website.